Good morning. Welcome to the Outdoor Tracks channel, and it's day one of my bike packing trip to Sunrise Mountain Trail System. So I ran into a little issue. I was planning on just getting up and going early this morning. However, in researching, I wanted to find out with the bike rack how many pounds it handles, and it handles 55 pounds. However, there's quite a few comments in there, and I do remember that from when I researched it when I bought it, but just didn't really think about it till now. But the bolts that the rack comes with are pretty poor quality apparently, and a lot of people are having issues with them breaking. So I got the bike over here, and like I said, I wasn't really very happy on the bike rack, so I leaned it up against my toolboxes. So anyway, I'm gonna have to take the bags off, and there is a mounting bolt right here, which is a long one, and I just, like I said, I really, that's pretty much the only concern I have with the way it's set up is all these bolts. So I'm gonna take the bags off, I'm gonna take these bolts out, take them down to a hardware store, and get those replaced. So like there's these bolts here, and I don't know, maybe they've upgraded these bolts because it looks like these are ones it came with. This one here is stainless, and that one looks to be stainless also, but the ones that are like in here, you can see that bolt, it's I think it's like an anodized, I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna replace them all because I don't want to have any issues on the trip, especially when I get out there on the dirt road and everything's bouncing around. And I'm pretty positive I've got probably going to have near 50-60 pounds on the back of this, on the rack, once I get everything on here. So I just want to make sure I don't have any issues. So that's where we're going next. All right, so I got the bags off. They come off really easy. So if you look at the back, it's actually got these clips, these hangers here, and that's what hangs on the rack. And then it just has this Velcro strap that holds it to the bottom right in here. So here's the bolts. So I've got these 1, 2, 3 on each side. So wait, 1, 2, and 3, actually 4. I got these up here. So see how these are like an anodized, and I'm not exactly sure where they're breaking at, but I'm gonna take them all out and take them down to McFadden Hardware and get some new bolts for it. All right, so there's actually 5 of them holding everything together, so I'm going to replace all of them. So this is the long one. This is the one I'm most worried about, and because it holds the most weight, it's the one that bolts the bottom of the bracket to the frame. So with the length of that, there's going to be a lot of stress on it. So I'm going to replace that one. It doesn't look like that bad of a screw, really. They might have upgraded this one, but just to make sure, I'm going to go ahead and replace that. So this one's stainless, and then this one also is stainless. So these are the two that are like the anodized. So they're really light too, and I don't know, you can't really tell how durable they are by how light they are, but it just they're really light. And those actually go right here and here. So this is where the top, this bracket here comes in and goes into a little holder down there. But so these 2 bolts, the ones I just showed you, go right here and up under here. The bolt comes through the other side there. So anyway, I'm gonna go get some new bolts for that, and then bolt that all back together, and then go bike packing.
All right, so just got done here at McFadden Dale Hardware, and so I don't know anything about bolts, right? But like I said, all of the reviews were saying that these silver bolts here always break. And I asked inside, so I replaced them with these, the black ones. And I asked the guy at the counter in there, I said, so what's the difference between the hardness or the grade of the silver ones versus the black? And he said, so the new ones I bought are much more durable. He said these are a grade 12 to 14, and the ones that we have on here are like a grade 2 to 4. So that's what he told me. I don't know, but if you're putting on the same bike rack that I have on and you go to replace the bolts, then go to your local hardware store, I guess, and try to pick up a grade 12. And I don't know what that means. I'm just telling you what he told me, all right?
All right, so I just got back from the hardware store and I'm going to install those bolts. But first, I have experience with these bolts before. So on the Jeep, I had to get new hardware for these, and as you can see, it's the same bolts. And as soon as they hit water, they rust. So the first set that I had gotten, all of these here had rusted as soon as it started getting wet. So what I did was I went and bought some black Rust-Oleum and I painted all of them. So I'm going to do the same thing. So if you're going to do that on your rack or whatever you're using those type of bolts for, these black ones, it's like they come with a little bit of oil coating on them, but once they hit water, trust me, they rust up very quick. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot these with Rust-Oleum, and then that way I can make sure that they're not going to rust up. And then when I do install them, I'm actually going to put a coating of grease on the threads also, so that they don't rust up or anything inside. So obviously you don't need as many as I bought, but as you can see, all of those that I bought cost me a whopping $2.38. So I think it's well worth the investment to make sure that you're going to have a sturdy rack. So here we go, Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch, and this is Ultra Paint and Primer. So okay, got everything coated in grease now, and of course Rust-Oleum, they're all painted. So I'm going to put the spares in this bag here to take with me, and that way they're already coated with grease, so if I break one and I need to use it, it's all set to go. All right, so here's something you guys haven't seen yet. This is the trailer, and this is my camping stuff trailer. So when we want to go on a long camping trip or something, we take this trailer. So I was just digging in here to get this little backpacking chair. Now that I feel the weight of it, though, I don't know if I want to take it, but it'd really be nice to have a chair. So I'll pull it out and debate that. It's a lot heavier. It's supposed to be a backpacking chair, but man, I didn't remember it being this heavy. That's a couple pounds at least. Let me see what's a pound. Does it say? Well, anyway, I don't know. It feels to be like maybe 3-4 pounds. So I'm just trying to avoid adding any more weight to what I already have. But yeah, anyway, this is where all the camping gear is for when we take family trips. And so even got a freezer. Believe it or not, this is a freezer, so we don't have to take ice and stuff. And up in the garage there, I got a 4,000 watt generator. I think it's 4,000. But anyway, so I got a generator, and we run everything off the generator when we're out camping. So we just take the trailer with us and camp. So we pull this out of here, and it never hurts to have more baby wipes. So I pulled a pack of those out of there. Alrighty then. Alright, so got it all reinstalled, got all the new hardware on there, and Actually, I didn't realize it when I put it on, but these bars right here, where it attaches, was up to about here. So that was causing the rack to lean forward just a little bit more than it is now. So I got it almost flat, but that's as far forward as I can get it. But that should help with, that'll give me a little bit more room for my tent right here, so I don't have to squeeze it in so hard. But now I'm gonna go ahead and get it all packed up. Hey everyone, Sean here. Welcome to the Outdoor Tracks channel. And I've been talking about it for days and days and days, and I'm so excited, but here it is. Let's go bike packing.